KMET Weather Center. For the Beaumont in the Banning area for the daytime hours, sunshine will dominate through the afternoon, highs in the lower 90s. For the daytime hours in the IE area, sunshine highs upper 80s, and for the afternoon in the Coachella Valley, expect sunshine high 101. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Good to have you with us. We have a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend, some stuff not so happy, and getting the news as we speak, actually. Not fun at all in some areas. I know a lot of people had fun, though. And for those of you that did, we appreciate you. We thank you for having the ability to stay safe during it all. I know some are thinking, wait, what would you be talking about that would be unsafe? And unfortunately, a lot of the headlines right now are kind of really sad, especially one. And I'm just going to say this really quick because I know I don't want us to have to kind of be in a down thing over, from over the weekend, because I know a lot of people had fun. Not gonna lie, I had my weekend and I got my virtual reality set back on, and I said, okay, let me check this out. Let me see what else it can do. So I kind of had that, and then I took off Monday and I took off yesterday. I finished my book, and so I'm happy with that. But looking at the headlines, I'm not happy about this. And this is one of the latest headlines. Boy 2 found alone at July 4th parade after parents died. Aiden McCarthy's photo was shared across social media following the shooting in Highland Park. We're pleased to help identify the lost child at the scene. A GoFundMe account has been created for that. And I saw the post about the parents, and I thought about this little 2-year-old boy just found, and I said, what happened? Because all I knew were fireworks were everywhere. Some sounded like a big bomb would go off. Evidently, a lot of illegal fireworks happening as well. Some fires happening because of it as well. But, we're over the July 4th weekend. I know a lot of people, again, had fun. But in this situation, it was really bad. And I told Jesse we wouldn't talk about it, but I feel like it needs to kind of just get out there really quick. Jesse, what's going on over there?
Yeah, you're talking about the Highland Park shooting
Yeah.
or Fourth of July massacre. I don't know however you want to call it. It's just horrific. I mean, people go to a parade to have fun, not to run in fear. So it's heartbreaking, and it's just like it feels like it's happening more and more often.
Right, exactly. And for those that don't know, including myself, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting this as we speak. Here's another headline: Park mass shooting suspect due to make first court appearance. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Highland Park, I thought, wait a minute, that's like in our neck of the woods, because actually we have a Highland Park here. This isn't Highland Park, California. This is Highland Park in Chicago. It's a suburban city there. The man who has been identified is due to make his first appearance in court today. Robert Bobby Cremo III is charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder in the wake of the mass shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. More charges are expected, like County State's Attorney Eric Reinhart said. Authorities believe the massacre had been planned for weeks. He's accused of opening fire on, and this is very on people attending the parade from a roof of a business. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Remember when the Vegas thing happened, Jesse?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was talking to somebody yesterday about it. I'm like, do you remember when the Vegas? I remember the Vegas shooting. Yeah, it was Vegas. Uh, I was watching the festival or concert, whatever it was, through the Periscope app at the time,
Yeah.
because that's when Periscope just recently came out. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm watching it, and then all of a sudden, people start screaming. I'm like, what is happening? So
Yeah.
it was interesting to see it live, but it's just like I can't even imagine the fear that's going through people's heads. I mean, I know you'll never see a fat person run so fast. If, oh my god, I
Ye-
will just.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying, and even the people there obviously are gonna have a hard time kind of recovering through this because it's one thing to have, fun. It's another thing to be kind of ready for fireworks. And then it's a whole other thing to be like, wait, what is going on? I don't know if it happened in the middle of the fireworks. If it happened during the day, I could imagine it was more of a parade-ish thing. But let me read on this. Police said more than 70 rounds were fired from the gunman's high-powered rifle, which was similar to an AR-15 purchased legally in Illinois. Revelers fled in panic, leaving behind empty strollers, overturned chairs, and half-eaten sandwiches. Bodies were, according to this, Dr. David Baum said of the victims, bodies are horribly, horribly, horribly injured from, guns and bullets that were made for war, not for parades. He said to ABC News the paramedics went quickly and assessed the damages, saw bodies that were blown apart, and put a blanket over them quickly, and then went on to try and help other people. Police said Cremo wore women's clothing during the shooting to allow him to hide his facial tattoos and blend in with the crowd to flee the scene. He was apprehended Monday night after an hours-long manhunt. Thank God, right? I hate things where they don't capture the person, like this. And it's when you think of somebody on a roof, you kind of think I hate to align it with this, but Kennedy, everybody was ready just to celebrate Kennedy, you know what I mean? But a situation like that, you kind of go, okay, that's a president. These are civilians. These are just people. These are families. You know what I mean? The fact that this happened in this town is A, ridiculous, B, stupid, and C, what's going on with people, man? I mean, you said it earlier, and I have to kind of say this. It's almost like the violence is picking up again, and I say that knowing what we are with here in LA, the violence has already kind of really hit a high, and then you got certain people kind of just not put them away for long. They get out quick, and we're like, where's the justice? Where's the what happens with this? I know this guy's going to go away. There's no way this guy's going to make it out. But the fact that so many families are impacted from this very, very needless act, it's what was he thinking in the middle, right? According to this, no motive is known. When asked by reporters if the gunman targeted anyone specifically, police said the shooting appears to be completely random. Now, I'm not going to lie, this guy's a kid. Okay? He's a kid. Some would say disturbed. 21.
Okay.
21.
Is it me or these people that are doing these mass shootings under the age of 25?
That's a good point. I'm just gonna throw him up here. I mean, looking at this guy, you go, okay, you don't really think first thing first that this guy's gonna kill people. I'm not gonna lie. He looks like a kid I would know around the corner. Okay. Now, does he look disturbed? Yes. Does he look unwell? Yes. Does he look like he's going to shoot a bunch of people all of a sudden? No. I would say, again, remember that guy that we showed up and we said, hey, ladies, don't be with this guy, remember? Do you remember that, Jesse?
Exactly. I mean, I try not to judge anybody. He has facial tattoos. I don't really care. Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
Who get inked and stuff. But
yeah.
I'm wondering if he was. I remember you mentioned this a few months back. I wonder if he was on any kind of medication, like SSRIs, antidepressants or depression pills.
Yeah.
Because those can really mess with your mind, especially if you're just newly on one and it's just you don't have anyone to talk to. It can. I personally believe those things can mess up your mind if you don't have any.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that. Yeah, I don't really. I'm looking at something here because he has a paper in the back, and I guess this is a photo of. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, well the photo. Okay, so if you look at that photo, Jesse, and I know I'm trying to investigator here, but obviously, and I don't know what the video was about. I really don't. But and I'm trying to figure out who this is exactly. But he has a photo in the back left, Jesse. If you see that there. It said Oswald.
Great.
Huh?
I said great. The moment I see that it says Oswald slain.
Yeah, and that's a actually a magazine from 1963, January 1st. From the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Weren't you mentioning? Yeah, you just mentioned JFK, and then Lee Harvey Oswald's in the background.
That's who. So evidently he idolized the guy enough to be like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Now I don't know that video what it has in there, but obviously, and that was I guess posted on social media. I don't know where it's from, but he has it right there. So yeah, people like this think they're doing something for the world, and I guess I get that in a way. And what I mean by that is like terrorism, right? It's like terrorism. Well, not abroad, but home, right? Like some go like, hey, I'm against government. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you guys? You're celebrating something that, but on the flip side of that, well, like what part of murder of civilians of people makes sense, And I get the whole Oswald idea, Lee Harvey Oswald, but for him to kind of like idolize this guy is kind of weird, The fact that he has a newspaper article from what did I say, 1963? Yeah, January 1st, 1963, of Oswald slain. Yeah, I just don't understand that. And that's where we're at in the stream of time. People that you will not understand. So I would say watch, where you're at. Make sure to be aware of it. And, kind of like the Vegas thing, this town's really going to suffer for a while. The Vegas thing, not going to lie, whenever you're near that area where it was just a concert and the man took open fire at people, he got the hotel, got his guns and all that, and then kind of went at it on everyone there. It left a big hole there. There's still, like, when you look at that area and that hotel, and you just kind of remember that, you go, what's wrong about that? And then you see that and you say, man, where is people's mentality at? So anyway, so that happens. So please, please, please keep these people in your thoughts. Again, there are people like this all day long. I saw a guy literally in L.A., which had a sledgehammer breaking, which I guess somebody had their camera on, breaking windows of vehicles. And I think they got that guy. There's another video footage of this woman. I saw it and I was like, whoa. I guess she was assaulted in a, what do you call it? Oh, an elevator. And yeah, and they caught that guy. So they're catching the people. So thank God the police are doing the work on it. But thank God we have cameras to capture who is this, who's that, right? Go ahead, Jesse.
That was assaulted in the elevator. Was it at like a storage facility?
It was something like that, I guess. Yeah, did you see that? Where they go into, and then you don't know what happened in the middle?
I did. The moment, okay, first off, if someone gets off an elevator, you get on, and then they instantly get back on, that's a huge red flag.
I don't think she realized that. I don't think she saw that. But you saw, if you see the,
go ahead. She looked like she was looking at her phone or something else. She was in her own world. No.
Yeah.
You got to be aware of your situation at all times, and just because of that, that's what happened to her. It's sad to say.
Yeah, and I don't know if he stopped the elevator. All I know is they got the footage later. And when she gets out, she kind of like goes away, and then something in her snaps, and she goes at him like, "How dare you?" You know what I mean? And rightly so. And yeah, it's just a situation where you got so many people doing things because they think they can, and because it's just like I don't know what you do when you're in a confined space like that. Again, as a guy, I just step back and I step away. I don't ever think like that, and I just don't. But the fact that that happened recently, again, I tell people, be aware of your surroundings, okay? Because you never know what's going to happen. And we're back to, more violence again. In the past, I want to say, and I think what you said earlier too, which is these things are becoming very common. These mass shootings are becoming common, right? The school and then, park. And now, like, where are all these people hiding in the middle? And do one go, yeah. It's like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? So thank goodness we have the police. Thank goodness we have people that investigate. Thank goodness we have the people that go, okay, who are these people, so we can get them off the street so they don't do it again, right? And I think at that point, I'm appreciative of SWAT. I'm appreciative of even Homeland Security that deal with this. But these are unwell people, every single one of them. You can't be well by doing this. All right. Let's take a quick little break. When we come back, we got more news, some which is actually fun. Okay, we're going to switch up a gear a little. Jesse, can you give a glimpse of something we're going to tune in about?
Yes, I'm going to talk about a TikTok trend that I actually like. So, yeah, and there's no harm to the children. So listen in and you'll find out.
All right, I'm going to look forward to that. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Together We Are Strong is a product brand which stands for unity, equality, and protecting voting rights. Shop now at togetherwearestrong.com for t-shirts, hats, and coffee mugs. All voting rights profits are donated to Rock the Vote, an organization on a mission to empowering young voters. Become an activist without saying a word. Togetherwearestrong.com. Make a difference in America and the world. Shop online at togetherwearestrong.com. Give the gift that helps drive change. Go visit togetherwearestrong.com.
Football season is back, and so is Steer the Line with Lou Desmond and me, Jeremy James. Join Lou and I, along with special guests, every Friday at 5 p.m. as we cover the latest in NFL news, fantasy football, and of course, our weekly Steer the Line game picks. We'll also do check-ins on our local LA teams and, of course, a deeper dive into Raider Nation. Fridays at 5 p.m. on 1490 KMET. Follow Steer the Line on Facebook and visit steertheline.com.
La Michoacana El Rodeo, your local ice cream parlor. You scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. La Michoacana serves banana splits, milkshakes, smoothies, and a variety of homemade ice cream and natural fruit flavored popsicles. La Michoacana is open until 11 p.m. and is located in the Palm Plaza of 6th Street in Beaumont and on West Ramsey Street in Banning. La Michoacana's menu includes acai bowls, fruit salads, corn on the cob, and their famous mouth-watering mangonada treat to cool you down. Y arriba, Michoacán!
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. Big shout out to Melinda Monteverde, who says good morning there. Big shout out to her and her son, Oscar. Hope you guys are doing well, keeping it safe, and hope you guys can have some fun along the way. I know her son has contributed some great stories to us as well here on the show. Knott's Berry Farm, or Knott's Scary Farm, Charlie Brown, and other such things. So we love that. Appreciate that. Keep it coming. Stephanie Reed says, I went to Presque Isle Beach in Erie and had grilled chicken sandwich with curly fries and orange vanilla milkshake at Sarah's restaurant for my 4th of July relaxation weekend. I will say it was a relaxing weekend for me as well. I was like, do I do the show on Monday? Do I not? And I said, you know what? Let's take the day off. Although Jesse never really takes the day off because he's always behind the control booth, especially during the weekdays. Jesse, what's going on over there?
Yes. So on the weekend, they released a movie called Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Yes.
Yes, that was the #1 movie over the weekend, and partly due to because of this new TikTok trend. I will go for any TikTok trend that does not require you to eat Tide Pods or do something stupid to risk your life.
Right.
So this one is they're called Gentle Minions.
Okay.
And it's pretty much all these kids have been going to see the movie dressed up like really good, like as they're going like in a suit and stuff like that, really formal wear.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So all these, they have literally just tons of kids go dressed up in these really formal attire, and they're going to the movies. A lot of them are going bananas and stuff like that, which some theaters actually put signs that's all like, please, no gentle minions, no formal attire in this theater, please.
I just saw that. That's why I'm like, what's going on here? Why would you ban that? It's fun. You know what I mean? Like, hello, you know?
I know that's what I'm saying. I guess some people who were just going bananas, throwing popcorn all over the floor and stuff. So I guess they kind of ruined it for everybody else. But you
Uh,
know what? I think it's fun.
I think it's fun. I say anybody that bans is kind of dumb. If you're concerned about safety, then just search everyone. It's not that hard, you know. Yeah. Well, look, I love the Minion movie. I love right. Who knows what they're saying, but evidently they do, and they got that thing in their head that they just want to do, like I love when they laugh too, but fun show, fun family film, and great stuff. Rosalie says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Rosalie. Stephanie Reed says, "Hello." Brenda says, "Hello." Viviana tuning in, thank you, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, now I know there's other news, Jesse, and I gotta ask, when it comes to something to do, what should we do in the following weeks ahead?
Ooh, I don't know. I wish that Stephanie was here so she can give me some info. I only know of movies that are being released within the next week or two, which I'm excited because Thor is getting released in 2 days,
Okay.
3 days. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Um, I'm tired of fireworks. I don't know about you, but they go off at all times of the night,
Okay. All right.
and I don't know what else is going on unless you're trying to go into a story that I don't know yet.
I'm not actually.
Would
I'm
you
just. I'm
scare
just.
me?
I just know you always have ideas for fun. So I was like, I know.
Oh, gotcha. It's a great weather to go hiking and stuff. Just make sure you're hydrated.
Yeah.
It's always good to explore and find new stuff. I mean, if you want to stay away from like giant crowds.
Yeah. 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 No, I really have no idea. I will say this. If you have like the ability to buy a Oculus or a Vive, Cosmos, which is pretty awesome. For VR, do that for the family, right? I kind of picked up mine. I bought it back in 2020, and I got back into it, and I finally played one of the games, Squadron, which is pretty awesome. It's a Star Wars game, and so you get behind kind of the TIE fighter, right? And then you go at it with others, And I'm not gonna lie, I was like hooked, right? I was like, I hadn't played it for about a year and some months, and I just said, you know what? Let me go and hook it up again. I hooked up my computer, and I like, all right, let's see what happens. And then I was like, I love it. And then I'm like, okay, I know I have to use a keyboard with it. So I got the keyboard in front of me, and I was like, okay. And I was thinking about all the applications, and when we talked about way back when, and I remember Myra, who is from Canada, got another Oculus as well for her grandma, I think, to kind of participate in fun, right? There's an app I always say, download it. It's called Big Screen, so I was able to see a movie like in the movie theater, right, while staying home again. So I was like, okay, again, I didn't need to, but I did, and I had fun. I didn't need to go out. I was fun with it. So if you get to have fun at home. Buy Oculus, especially while you can, because certain parts, certain areas are probably going to become less and less. If they move it to like countries where like they can not be like all locked down, like Mexico or others, I think they'll be fine. But again, China's still kind of catching up with the manufacturing that they've kind of let go. So we're gonna have a huge spike of price soon. I write about it in my book about how we have to go back to the way it was in 2018, 2019, even 2020, early part, because prices were not all of a sudden steep. Now, within like a year and a half, they become steep. Go ahead, Jesse. What are you gonna say?
No, 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 no. I was thinking of fun things to do, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool to go on a cruise. Remember how we were talking about last week? And then I
Yes.
video of that cruise that hit the iceberg.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that, man. What? Oh, you said? Oh, I was like, what? Because we were like, oh, that doesn't happen. And then I saw it looked like a huge rock jutting out of the surface of the water, right?
Right? It looked like it was an iceberg though. They hit an iceberg. They had to go back to port to fix it and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, it happens. Just they don't talk about it. The moment you mentioned cruise ship, that popped up my feed, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Well,
And
I think the reason Titanic became such a big issue wasn't that they sunk; it's that they didn't have enough lifeboats, right? They didn't have enough to save everyone. That's the problem. And thankfully, I think this one, if it would have sunk, it would have had enough lifeboats, right? They would have time before it sinks, because it took time for that to sink. But Having said that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what? You know, I was like, forget that. But again, the cruise line that is open now is not in the. What part of like town was that happened? Because I saw that and I was like, wait, what?
I don't know, but I'm getting all these cruise ship stories. Like I see this one right here. Dance floor brawl breaks out on cruise ship. Okay.
Yeah.
So a dance floor brawl broke out on a Carnival cruise ship early Tuesday, prompting police to meet the vessel ahead of its scheduled Manhattan docking. So shortly before the Carnival Magic was due to arrive in New York, a large fight broke out in a nightclub on the ship around 5:20 a.m.
Right.
So it was estimated to 40 to 60 people, and I'm just like, wow.
Right.
But what's funny is if you keep searching these stories, is the reason why this whole brawl started. And the whole reason why this whole started. Now these are all allegations and accusations and stuff like that, but this all started because of a threesome. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Go ahead. Go. Yeah, I don't know if I want you to go on. Keep it G, Jesse.
No. Yeah, exactly. That's all I said. I'm not gonna say anymore. Apparently, there's an argument between the groups of people, and that started the fight. And then it got 60 people in on it. So I'm just like, wow. I can just imagine just sitting there with a drink, and you're just watching this, like, whoa.
How does 60 people participate in a situation that happened with 3 people? That makes no sense to me.
Well, I don't know. Once everyone starts fighting, you just feel the urge, and you're drunk. You just got to get into it.
I get that.
No?
I get that. Like Westerns, right? Like one person, and then the people that started it kind of like mosey on out. I remember the movie. I gotta see that again. Maverick, right? With right? Remember that? Do you remember that? I love that part, man.
That's the Maverick. That's with Mel Gibson?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
The original one was James Garner. But again, fun stuff. I love that. All right, big shout out to Rosalie who says, took the boys last night to see Minions. Hey, I can understand them. All right, people, we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Join West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants each Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock p.m. Daryl focuses on successful businesses from California's southern border to Canada, including the great border states of Arizona and Nevada. Every week, Daryl provides in-depth discussions and interviews with prominent leaders and innovators that makes all of our lives better and more productive. West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants, Wednesdays at 4 o'clock p.m. right here on Smart Talk Radio.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Ruth didn't know she was leaving for good. She knew he would kill her. Could she save herself? Did she feel she was worth saving? How could she best protect her children? To love, honor, and betray, Ruth Tunnicliffe shares her true tale, from submissive to survivor, then thriver, now living a proud, purposeful life as an optimistic, inspiring, peaceful warrior. Can a person heal from feeling the guilt of a decision altering many lives? Weighted by living grief, moving through lessons learned, self-discovery, and land in self-love? Can someone who's been abused in every way move to self-trust, confidence, and arrive at living in peace? To love, honor, and betray, a sincere, honest letter To herself and her adult children, Ruth Tunnicliffe shares her story so that others may also find the inspiring, peaceful warrior within. Amazon worldwide, Barnes & Noble, RuthTunnicliffe.com.
The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We got some more news around the corner. Jesse, what's going on over there?
Oh yes, someone sent this to me, and I was like, I do not blame this man at all.
Okay.
I would have done the same thing. You probably would not even see me again. Well, maybe, I don't know. So an unnamed Chilean worker resigned and became uncontactable after he was paid approximately 330 times his salary due to a payroll blunder.
Oh, I saw that, man. Dude. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, I saw an episode of Superman. I think it was the third one, right? And in that's exactly what the character who Richard Pryor plays does. But he does it for himself. He gets into like the system, kind of says, I wonder how much, if I put some pennies around, how much I could be paid. And then all of a sudden it gets found out, right? The CEO finds out, he goes, who would do that to our company, right? So the fact that this happened, now, if I understand correctly, at least the news article that I saw, he reported it, but then he went missing? Like he literally went missing, or they like chopped off his head missing? Like what happened there?
Yeah, no, I'm reading the same report that you probably did. Yeah, he reported it. He was a good guy. He's like, hey, you guys paid me too much. He's like, all right, just bring the money back, okay? No, that's a no-no for me.
Wait, so he reneged, man. Wait, I don't get that.
So, yeah, apparently after he went to the bank, apparently he stopped contact with his employees, and no one heard from him for days until, like, they got a message from his lawyer saying that he resigned. And now he's gone on the wind.
And now he has a lawyer. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, they're not gonna be happy with him. I guarantee it, because okay. Let's go back. Okay. Because some people sometimes feel entitled when they talk to the wrong person. I think this person talked to his wife, and I think his wife said, "I need some more stuff. This is good for us. Let's do this." And he was like, "Look, I did the right thing. I reported it. I'm going to give the money back." "What is wrong with you?" she said. And she said, "You know what? No. You have worked at this place all this time. You deserve it." And then all of a sudden he's like, I do deserve it. Oh my God. I think she brainwashed him, Jesse.
Oh my God. You're describing a scene exactly, almost picture perfect from, do you remember the TV show American Dad?
Yeah.
It's a cartoon. There's a scene where the alien Roger, when he poops like this gold encrusted jewel poop shaped thing. Okay, so it's solid gold. So they have like this storyline within the show, and this guy, he finds it, takes it to his wife. He's all like, "Oh, I think I should turn it in," and the wife's all like, "No, don't turn it in. You deserve this. Blah blah blah." And when he starts to get a conscience, she murders him. So who knows? I mean, let's see. He was supposed to be paid $545. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he ended up getting 180,000. Now I know why he disappeared. Okay.
That's called vacation. Bye.
Right. I'd be like, I give up my citizenship. I'm gone.
It only goes so far, though. 180,000 is not what it was. Like, it's not like $1 million. I get maybe going away, like, to the Bahamas and saying, forget you all, but, and I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't do that. I'm way too, like, out there to, like, I would get found out really quick, right? So I wouldn't do that, obviously. It makes no sense. But the fact that it happened this way, I kind of wonder, like, A, why he reported it, and then B, why he took off, because it's like, hello, like, you know, and then C, I'd be like, I don't, does it say anything about the company that he worked for? Like, what do they do?
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So it says he works for a cold meat manufacturer, CIAL Alimentos.
Okay.
So it looks like it's a meat processing factory.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And yeah. So, yeah. But you got to remember, like, to live here is expensive. In some countries, it's pretty cheap to live. So I don't know. Maybe he'll find a way to make it extend.
Yeah, I don't think so. Look, here's the thing, and I love it because I feel like a lot of people out right now with sledgehammers and others would like take this and run with it, right? And they will, guaranteed. But my point is this: you know, it's not like Monopoly. You know, bank error in your favor, collect $100, right? You know, it's a situation where it's like, okay, A, how did it happen, right? I think the company needs to figure that out. Obviously, the payroll system had a bug, right? And all of a sudden, boop, 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 yay, got money for years to come. Maybe like a total of 3 years, right? Okay. But he's going to need a job at some point. And if he wants a reference, he's never going to get it from this company, all right? Number one. Number two, if he would have returned it, A, it would have been like heartache, right? But you know how many employees know the guy and know his family probably that are like, you stole from the company by not giving it back, right? And number three, if you were given this by like a bank, banks actually seize the money back because some people, like, when they deposit, somehow someone like puts an input error and then all of a sudden it goes to yours and you see like, whoa, payday, right? And you're like, yay. I'm not gonna lie, if it was like $1 million again, if it was a bank error, not my employer, I probably would have a hard time giving it back. I'd be like, can you at least give me a percentage, right? Because, you know, we all have hard times. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be 100% against this guy because, you know, I mean, but the people that know him will 100%. And now that this is out, I don't think him and his lady thought about the repercussion of how it's going to look long term. Because at the end of the day, those are the employees' money and or profit. I don't know. And she probably like figured that out, but she didn't think it all the way through to the end of now how do they look with everyone they know. Obviously not good. So if I were them, A, I would not have their attorney, you know, hey, talk to my attorney. I'm surprised the attorney actually said, sure, why not? He's probably like, so how much did they pay him to retain him to keep the money that they actually don't legally have entitled to? Does that make sense? It's not like they found it on the road and it's like, hey, how are you going to return it? You don't know whose it is, right? Now, I get that, like, if like, you know what I mean? Like there was a bunch of money that all of a sudden, that's happened, right? Where all of a sudden there's a bunch of money, and people are like, free for all, right? But at the end of the day, that didn't happen here. It's pretty obvious. So, as much as it's like, hey, you know, it's like, it's hard. It's very difficult in this time where everything is more expensive. But, you know, I don't know, Jesse. Help me out here. What do you think?
Well, yeah. I can guarantee you he probably withdrew it all in cash. He didn't leave any of it in the bank. He'd be stupid to leave it there. And what I'm thinking is if his whole month's check is $575 and he has $180,000, depending on the country, I think he'll sit pretty if he doesn't go extravagant.
Yeah, I don't know. You know that one that actually said, I think there was a gas price that all of a sudden was reduced in the height of it all, right? The next week, the employee lost his job, right? Because he misprinted the point system, right? He misprinted that, and so he lost his job over it. So I wonder if anybody, A, is going to lose their job over it. B, how they're going to, like, get it. I think they're going to probably go to the authorities to say, hey, we need this money back. And C, I don't know how that works long term. So, I mean, if he gets to keep it, I need to follow this story. What's the name of the guy?
Oh, good question. Let me look at his name. His name is an unnamed Chilean worker. He's not going to give you his name.
He's like, forget that, man. I'm going to... Right, okay. I don't know. All I know is the story's got more like to it, and there's going to be stuff to come out about it. And I don't think people think of repercussions. They think about the here and now, but they don't think about the repercussion down the line. It's not going to go good for these two. So I don't know, whatever. I guess his lady's probably going to be like, "Yay, shopping!" And then boom, he's gonna be like, "No, that's supposed to last us a few years." He's like, "I don't think so. I got my vehicle, I got my boots, I got my, you know what I mean? PlayStation." I don't know, because you're gonna need to hide out for quite a while.
That is true, but they could have been married for love.
Yeah, well, they're getting married and then divorced, guaranteed. Anyway, look, do what you got to do in order to stay ahead of it. Make as much money as you can. If it's in your favor, yay. If you win the lotto, I get that. And evidently, some people have won the lotto like several times in a row. I think this one lady on the East Coast won it like 3 times in a row. What is with that, Jesse? You know?
Oh my God! I've seen the documentary once, and the vast majority of people who win the lottery, like the big numbers,
yeah,
they always shit on stupid stuff. But then I see the people that win over and over again. I'm like, what are they sacrificing? Let me know. I want to win something.
What is your secret? Don't say you just know. Anyway, all right, people, we're gonna take a quick little break. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 12ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.12ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. 12ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
Spread the word. IE Newswire is now on every Monday through Friday, live at 5 p.m. on Rumble and KMET 1490 AM, 5:30 to 6 p.m. Join all the cool kids who want an eclectic look at the news without all the filters of the evil scoundrels of social media and the despicable dorks of the dominant press. Don't bumble and stumble. Subscribe to IE Newswire on Rumble and roll with the best hillbilly hoedown around.
Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you. Let's do some shout outs. Rosalie tuning in. Thank you. Melinda tuning in. Stephanie tuning in. Twitter. We appreciate you. Let's see. Joe, Johnny, and Joanne. All right, let's see. In social media, some stuff is kind of hitting the news headlines. And I know no one wants to hear it, but OM5 is here. Did you even know that, Jesse?
God, there are 4 other versions of this thing? Jesus.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, okay? And nobody's reporting it. This is the first time I'm actually finally hearing about it on the news headlines here. I told you guys maybe about a month or two ago, maybe a few months ago, I don't know. I said, look, there are other variants other than OM1 that we're going to need to be ahead of, and the vaccines are not ahead of these ones, okay, because they're too new. These are the ones that have been hitting the kind of, okay, remember, and I said this, I think I said this about North Korea, that they had 3, 4, and 5. And then I said about, like, Asia, the reason they went in full lockdown was the new variant that they had was, I think, 4 and 5 and possibly 6. I'm not really sure. But that the news would come out eventually, all right? Well, now the news is here in the U.S. And this is actually by the Time magazine, okay? And we all love Time, right? They're very, like, legitimate when they speak. It says, around the world, the latest variant, 5, is becoming the dominant strain of the virus. It just took the top spot here in the U.S., yikes. As of the last week of June, it made up more than half of all COVID cases, according to new estimates. That's up 10 percentage points compared to the prior week. Now, I'm not going to lie. I said this here on the show because I have social media people that have been saying I have, of the virus. But they never say which one they have because they never get tested for which one they have. Or they never say which one they have. But if you now know it's this one, then you go, oh, shoot, because no vaccine is ready for this, okay? The ones coming out from, probably, the next few ones in the fall edition will have at least the variant of 1, 2, and maybe 3. But you have to do your research on that. But not 4 and 5. Okay, so we're not ahead of this. So don't get sick, okay? Wear the proper stuff to be aware of it. If you're around somebody that is, just know, don't get it, all right? I'm not going to lie. Somebody that, I was, as of several weeks ago at an event, she, texted me, 3 days later and said, just so you know, I have coronavirus, but she didn't say which one she had. She got well from it, thank God. But she told me just in case. And I said, okay. But I already took a test because I had to for my, sister, and I was negative. And I knew I was negative because I masked up, right? And I didn't have close contact with that woman. And not going to lie, she's been a friend for a long time. I always see her at events. But let's say her and I hooked up, right? Let's say, we, swapped fluids, and started kissing. Would I be sick? The answer is yes. And would my body be different than her body? Yes. And then if I come in contact with other people, would I get them sick? Namely my mom, right? So, again, people out there, you got to be safe. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your family and take care of those that you love because this is getting out of control, okay? It says here 5 and 4, which are making up about 16% of new U.S. cases, have the same spike protein mutation as 5, but it doesn't seem to spread as quickly. In other words, it's a slow roll. It takes a while. Its ability to infect and reinfect almost anyone is higher because of that. It's like having the flu, but having it for weeks and giving it to all the people that you've come into contact each and every day, especially people that are like, nah, whatever. It's a slow roll. So that means you have more infections happening day in and day out, okay? So in the next few months, we're going to see a lot of repercussion of 4 and 5. We're not going to like it, and we're going to hate it. So do not get the virus, okay? Because some people may get well, and other people will not get well at all. And some people will be admitted to the hospital, and people will have bills from the hospital. If you have insurance, yay. If you don't have insurance, you're going to hate it, okay? And I always say this, worst case scenario, negotiate. And then worst case scenario, if you already have bills and you haven't been able to pay the last, 3 years down, then, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say this, bankruptcy, okay? Learn the B word. Companies are going to start reporting it more and more and more every single day because they just cannot get ahead of it. They just cannot, okay? In 2020, they thought, okay, we'll get ahead of it. In 2021, they thought they'd get ahead of it, but they're not open enough hours, okay? I talk about this in my book. Why are we still back in, coronavirus mode? Not going to lie, of course it's here. But why are we still with limited hours when we should be, maximum hours to allow people to be able to have time to shop? People are now going online shopping, or they're just not getting things. Because it's way too expensive. But even if you have to go, maybe, I don't know, Best Buy, and they're closed at 8, you're like, but it's 9, and or remember the days of like them closing at 10, right? Target is open, right? Walmart is open, right? Why is like other places not open? Especially in certain cities. Some cities are different than other cities. So I say go back to the way it was. Still practice social distancing. You need more customers to be able to pay for the employees. And maybe you stock up too much on employees. I don't know. I've seen that happen. I've seen understocking. I've seen at a Jamba Juice one person handling it when at least 3 people should be handling it, right? Because you're hurting yourself in the end. Okay. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of problems in the next few months because of this. But this is the latest. OM5 is a huge problem here in the States. This is the first I'm hearing of it. If you heard about this already, then be aware of it. It's worse than OM1 and OM2. Okay, that you need to know. It says the strain can evade people's built-up immunity, whether from vaccination or previous infection. Yeah, there is no vaccination on this, by the way. They're going to say this a lot, like, oh, vaccination gives you more. It doesn't. It's good with your body for a good 4, 5, or 6 months max. After that, you basically need a new shot, okay? Forget booster, forget it doesn't do that. It keeps you away from the latest variants, just like a flu shot would. But if you have a new flu all of a sudden that makes the rounds, you need a vaccine for that. That's why I say get the fall edition 100%. Okay, I hope they have that ready to go. But that's the latest. All right, Jesse, what's going on over there?
We're about to go, but I want to mention this real quick. This story actually comes out of Lake Mead. And you know how the water is shrinking, okay?
Yeah.
Apparently a sunken boat dating back quite a bit was revealed a few days back.
Oh, really?
Yes. And the boat dates back to World War II. And it's the latest object to emerge from a shrinking reservoir that straddles Nevada and Arizona. The Higgins landing craft has long been 185 feet below the surface, is now nearly halfway out of the water at Lake Mead. The boat lies less than a mile from Lake Mead Marina and Hemingway Harbor.
Okay.
It was used to survey the Colorado River decades ago. Oh, that's pretty neat. It was sold to the marina and then sunk. Ah, I gotcha.
Huh.
So, yeah, cool. A World War II era boat just sticking out of the water.
Ah, all right. I wonder if more bodies are going to be found, Jesse. Like, you know what I mean? Not from that boat, but I mean from like other like barriers. You know what I mean? Because it seems like these lakes are kind of like the grounds of like, you know what I mean? Like, like will they have some like case murderers? You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see.
I knew you were going to mention that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to think too. I mean, I can guarantee you there's hundreds of bodies in that water.
Yeah.
They're all probably broken down, trapped in the mud. Who knows? But I can guarantee you the more that the Lake Mead shrinks, more stuff's going to be found.
Yeah, I guarantee it. All right, people, we're going to take a quick, huge break. We'll be back tomorrow right here on the show. Make it a great day. Remember, download our app. It's free. KMET 1490 AM.com.